Hey, what's going on, guys? Bob here, and today we're doing a little building tutorial. So the items you'll need for this tutorial is as follows. You need a lot of spruce planks. All right. You'll need spruce stairs, a lot of spruce slabs. I'll get to that in a minute. You'll need polished andesite stairs, spruce fencing, cobblestone walls, glass. Any colored would work. I prefer yellow. You'll need polished andesite slabs, stone bricks, spruce logs, polished andesite. You'll also need glowstone and decorated up chains and lanterns. So the reason why I've got these over here is because you will need quite a bit of the polished andesite, the spruce logs, and you'll also need a lot of spruce bricks, stone bricks, I mean. Not spruce bricks, but stone bricks and spruce slabs. So let me go ahead and get the materials here. So that way it doesn't here. So now that you got your materials, start off with using stone bricks. Now you want to clear a big area because this build is multiple recordings long. As far as I know, it's a 600 by 600 area. Last time I checked, so you will need quite a bit of resources. And if you are doing this on survival, good luck. I've tried multiple times and got burnt out on it. So, the first thing you want to do is place a row of 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you got your row of 9, you want to go over one more and back. So now you're coming on out or in, however you want to look at it. But you're going diagonal 1. And then off of that diagonal, place 2 more in a straight line to make 3. Alright? Once you got that 3, okay, you want to go diagonal 1 again and place a block. So now you got a row of 9 stone bricks, then a row of 3 stone bricks, and a row of 2 stone bricks. Alright? Now you want to go ahead and repeat this on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now from either side, you want to go from the stone brick that you placed the 2 on, go diagonal 1, diagonal 2, diagonal 3, diagonal 4, diagonal 5. Alright, let's do that on this side so you remember. So looking facing at it, go diagonal 1, diagonal 2, diagonal 3, diagonal 4, diagonal 5. Alright, so you've got this. It should look like this right now. Alright, you got your row of 9, then your 3, 2, and then 5 singles. Alright, now get to an end. Alright, and you want to turn 90 degrees and go 2, diagonal 3, diagonal 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so you should have this here. Alright, so I'm back. And I checked. Go ahead and get rid of that block, that block, that block, and that block. Place one there. The same on the other side. I messed up. My bad. Alright, so now you should have 3, 2, 2 instead of 3, 2, 1. Now you can go and do the 5 diagonals. Not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonals. Alright, so now pick a side because they're both the same. Now do the exact same thing. 2, 2 again, and 3. Alright, so you should have it like this. Alright, go ahead and do the same on the other side. This is just a repeat build for the circle. So 2, 2, and 3. Alright, now 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, now go in diagonally 3, in diagonal by 2, in diagonal by 2, diagonal, 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 diagonal. Alright, now what you should start seeing is when you do the other side, your diagonal 3, diagonal 2, diagonal 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is that you've got this section here that's open. You can see we're creating a big old circle this way for the tower. So now, again, 2, 2, 3. Other side, 2, 2, 3. And then this should connect to 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It should connect perfectly if you done it right. If not, you might have missed one of the blocks. If so, go ahead and take this time to rewind the video to see what you did wrong. Because it has to be perfect in order to make a good circle. Alright? So, the next step to the tutorial is you got to take each and every one of these blocks, and it's 60 high. So, this is why I said there's going to be a lot of stone bricks used, because it's 60 blocks high. So, it'll be that tall when it's done. So go ahead and fill in that, and we'll be right back. Alright, just a quick stop here. I found the best way if you're doing it in survival mode is you've got a certain distance depending on if you're on a phone or using a controller. If you're using a controller, I'm using a controller, so the best way I found that was easiest is if you build up 3 blocks, crouch, and just start building on these deals. Now it will take a while, but you will be able to get it up in survival mode that way. Now, say if you were on this platform, right, and you notice you're running out, just build a 2 and a 1. This way, you don't have to you can easily get back on up there to wrap around. Alright, so now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this in a time lapse, since I had what I said was going to say done, and we'll see when you get done with the tower building part. Alright, so now that we completed this here, the outside of the tower, you want to go ahead and make pillars. So every other one with polished andesite. Alright, these go all the way up to the very top. Alright, all the way up, all the way. Then what you want to do is you want to take your polished andesite stairs, and we'll go ahead and do this first. Build all 5 of these pillars on up, like so. So that way you've got a 1 block gap in between this side. You want to do that with all 4 sides. like that. So the next, after you done did that, you want to go in and place block there, every other one through through. All right. Now you should notice when you get to this one on the other side, we'll say that, so this starts there, and in the middle, then far left, you should have 2, but do it to the middle, so that way there's 5 on that side, 3, 4, 5, 6, do it directly in the middle, so this will be a row, this will be in a row, so that'll be all the way on up. And if you aren't clear, it's every other one. Alright, and then start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all the way around. You want to build them all the way on up the side of the tower. Alright, so I've only done a quarter of it for right now, just to get you an idea, alright, what it should be looking like. The next thing you want to do is at the top here, place a row of andesite, like you would, just to cover up them stone bricks at the top. Alright, and then right here where you've got your 2, so that way on the top it looks like you got this. Alright, you do that all the way around. Then you want to come into these gaps. Alright, place a upside down andesite stair. Alright, and then place one right above it, like so. Alright, you want to do this for all the sides. But next step would be take this, where you place the upside down andesite stair outside, is you want to go up 2 blocks. 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks. Alright. Now, what you want to do is, anywhere where you see the bottom spaces, so this is the bottom space, that's a bottom space, that's a bottom space, that would be a bottom space, alright, so it looks like this. Now with these here, you want to do the same thing, but in this case, you want to try to get it, so with the front you want the out, and then forward, and then out. I'm just doing this on the fly here. Yeah, because you're going out, and then once you get to here, then you swap over. So, yeah, we change. No, because this one like this one like this. Okay. Because when you're doing the outside, you want to do both ends. Like so. And that'll look something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Upside down here. Alright. You can see where it's going. And then you want to place cobblestone walls here. Now, with these that don't connect, right? You want them to connect. So then you would take an extra stair on out and an extra block to kind of finish it off. So it kind of looks like it's still circling. All right. Then what you do is you take a polished andesite slab. You'd go every other one around the whole thing. So anywhere where you see the polished andesite, right, each row would get its singular one. So that would get one, eventually one right here, so on and so forth. So it'll look like this all the way around. The next thing you want to do, you want to come down to the bottom, you want to place a upright stair, gap, upside down. Upright, gap, upside down. All the way up in every single gap here. Now with these corners here where it's got the two, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So you want to do on the, you're going to want to do, I'm taking a look here. Yeah, you want it that way because the next one this way. Alright, gap, upside down. Gap, upside down. Right, you see, because we're going to be coming back through and taking your glass. In this case, some of them will get the glass panes and some of them will get the glass. Well, the ones that do get the glass are the ones on the corners, and some that'll get the full block will be like the ones in here. So say if I were to do this, right, this one will get the, because it looks better. I'm trying to essentially get rid of the stone brick on the outside texture, so the whole build will look like this. So if I come up with anything that you might have problems with, I will come back, but I will continue to build at this so that you can see what the tower looks like. Alright, like here. So you see I put the pillar of this, getting ready to fill in with glass, okay? And you come up to here, you'll see that when you get to the next window, you can't do it. Just go ahead and act like you're going to put it in there. So this one, it'll be this way, I'm thinking. No, it'd be the other way. Your actually, it'll only be on your front face and your two side panels. Alright, that you're gonna add the windows to. So it'd be this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. Alright, all the way around, all four sides. Kind of repeats itself, but it's a big tower. What do you expect? So get done with that. We'll be back for. Alright, so it should look something like this when you're finished. You got the front here, and it should go, should have 3 of these diagonals together, then 4. Now I purposely left the gap in all 4 of these corners to show you that if you do anything on this side, it'll look off. If you do anything on this side, it'll look off. So the best part is to put a temporary block and then a polished andesite. You can then break that and put one on top of there. This way, when you look at it, it looks better than having the on the side, because then it's not equal. Now I did think about putting it like that, but I feel like this extra little half slab up looks better. So to reiterate, you want to put a temporary block here and polished andesite there, so you're finishing it off. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take your spruce slabs. You want to have this whole floor as it, so this whole bottom would be this. You're technically on a top slab. Now, the best practice to do this is you want to have, you think about it this way: 3 double chests, a block of your choice, a empty space block, and then a top slab. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to have 5 in between. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between, and a top slab. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a top slab. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a top slab. You want to do this all the way up. Now, when you get to the top here, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when you go to put your top slab in, you're right here. All right, that's what you should have. 5 and a top slab. Now, what you want to do is go down to your floor. All right. The best way to do is you find your middle point here, and you want to build out your slabs a little bit. You want to do this all the way, so you're making a big cross. All right. Once you know about where to go, this whole floor will be filled in. You see, this here is your middle block. So what you want to do is you want to place the spruce log upright there, and then you want to build this up to your top. So this here is the center of your stairs. Way too high, but center of your stairs. So I'm going to go. So when you build out your top slab here, we'll go from the middle. It should be 1 block lower. All right. So you've got to place a block there. So this here is the center post for your stairs. So go ahead. You can fill in this bottom floor with bottom slabs. But in order to do this, you want to figure out what side you want your stairs to go on. So mine will be on this side. So you want your 3, 3, and 3. So it's hard to see now, but it's diagonal. And then top slab for 3. Alright, and then you want to place a temporary block, and then bottom slab 3 more. You can remove that bottom slab, put 1 up there. Now build these 2 out to get 2 more on each. Alright. Now it's just a simple process of repeating this 3x4 all the way up. So again, it'll look like this. Grab yourself a temporary block, and then place 1 right there. Break this one, place that one, and then 2, turn 90 degrees, whatever way you're going, 2 more, and then just fill that up there, and then up a half step. So you're creating yourself a little spiral staircase. So go up to the spiral staircase, and once you get to the floor, so this is the next floor up, you want to get up to that. Alright, like this. Oh, wrong way. So all the way around, you will have 3 blocks out from the center pillar. But once you get up to here, though, it will be a little difficult. Be right back when I get to it. Alright, so I created a couple more times around. You want to get to your floor, and you want to build it out. Now, this here, once you get to your stair, you want to build around where your stair is. This case, if you wanted to do something like as what I'm saying is, so that way you know that you've got enough clearance to actually get up through. So you can go ahead and fill in this floor, fill in this floor, and fill in the stairs. all the way on up. This is another big project in itself. Why do you think in season 1 I had Coinaholic do it for me first? Because I technically didn't want to do this part. This part was the most boringest part, especially when you've got a bunch of other stuff to do. So yeah, just go ahead and fill this floor on in all the way. It'll take time in survival. Survival expect to take like 3 times as long on it, but fill it all in, and we'll be back when it's all filled in. Alright, so once you get at least one floor done, it'll look pretty dark. Now, since it is daytime out, you do got that natural light coming on in. I do not got any potion effects on me, so this is natural. Well, when it does become night, let me do that real quick. It should look something like this. Now, I will tell you this one thing. Down here on the ground, alright, you should have this right here. The right in the middle of your walls. Alright? Count out here. Count out from this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you got 20 blocks from there, or 19 if you want to consider it. So you want to put it directly in the middle. Alright, so 19. So 19 is 18, so that's 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the 10th block, you want to place your deal. And then remove all your temporaries. Alright. And then break, not that block. Break that block, that block, that block, and that block. Or however you want to do it for your lighting. I'd much rather do this for your lighting. Alright. And then place your flooring, because you can use any other flooring than spruce. I feel like spruce would look better with this stuff. Alright, and then we'll say this time we'll say every good Minecrafter should have. Where is it? I don't see it. There it is. Should have an ender chest. Either that or a barrel. You can put an ender chest there and sacrifice with seeing the glowstone. Or I'd much rather see barrels. Barrels is another thing. You can place barrels to make it look like it supports. So you can, if you wanted to, build this on up. Remove that temporary block right there. Put that like this. This way you've got yourself a little pillar. And yeah, I actually like that better. Use a deal right here on all 4 sides, and a stair here on all 4 sides, and then one of these potentially. To kind of bring it on down. I'm just experimenting. Because obviously I can't put one right there, otherwise it'll float. So I'm kind of experimenting. That looks pretty good. That actually looks like it's actually trying to hold. You know, you should put this over here as well. Now, what's it gonna look like with crafting tables? Or because it's all in the person's what they want to put there. All right. Forgot a few pieces. Nope. I think barrels work better in this situation. Yeah, this way you've got personal storage while this way you've got personal storage anywhere in the map. Put one there. Put one there. Oh, one there. Put one there. And then upside down stair there. 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 And right there. Flick all these. Yeah, that looks pretty good right as it is. Now, in your storage tower, alright? You won't have these, you'll just have it go on up. You've seen, I'm sure you've seen me and my deal. I'm trying to think, should I do it that way? No, that just ruins it. Now I gotta fix all this. That's okay. Yeah, I like that. That gets most of it, and then in the middle of these, all right, you can put a chain and a lantern. All right, and then you can even hide this way. You see, I like hiding a bunch of my stuff. See, out this way. I'll just go through this way for now. Just so that way we've got a temporary entrance. I know I could search for it, but I just wanted to go all the way around just as a temporary entrance. Oh yeah, that's looks pretty good. So go ahead, put your lanterns in the corner. Oops, I just broke that, but that's okay. Put your lanterns in the corner, and then go ahead and put your pillars in from the spruce wood to the wall halfway. This way it looks structurally integrity and it looks good. You want to do this for all the floors so that way it looks sturdy, since you're trying to keep the walls up. You know, if this was real life, these pillars would be great. And then another thing is, alright, well, I did off cameras, I just covered it. So it was originally floating, I just covered it, and then I extended this half. It was originally just right here. I just added one all the way around, so it looks like it's another thing for detail. So I got an idea. Why don't I just do it like this instead of the trapdoors, and then have the trapdoors like this. And I'm placing way too many of them. Oh, that just made me an idea. I can do it like that too if I didn't like the barrels. Nah, I like seeing the barrels. Something about me seeing the barrels makes me know that that's structurally together. Yeah, I like that. Right now it looks like it's weak because it doesn't have much of a deal, but we can fix it like that. I think. I'm trying different things. I like it more this way. So, yeah, do it that and that as you're going up so that way you can see what you're doing. So that way mobs don't spawn also. Once you get on up to the top with all this, you're pretty much ready for the next step. And that next step, to let you know, is you're ready for the next video. Because once you get done with the basics of this, it's the same concept for every tower. So I'm going to leave this episode here. In the next video, you'll see me finished the whole tower. And we'll be moving on to the next step, which would be the walls. Or a wall. Because each wall is a different dimension. So stay tuned with the wall. And we'll see you next episode. Without further ado, peace.